Trump dinner is coming up, or it's happening right now. It's hard to tell with the time difference. It's supposed to happen on Thursday. Today is Friday over here in South Korea. So technically, since Korea is a few hours ahead, it may be that the Trump dinner is already happening. And yours truly is not going. No, I'm not going, obviously. First of all, the flight is like 10 hours from here to the States, so I'd be late. Second of all, I'm late to the party anyway, since apparently the Trump dinner funded by 150 million meme coin sparks orgy of corruption and alarm. And I'm not into orgies, and I'm not into corruption, so that's a problem. That's a big problem for me. But some companies paid millions to be in the party, hoping to get Trump's attention. Small business buys millions in cryptocurrency. We thought it was worth it. The leader of the truck logistics firm Fright Technologies used an unorthodox method to try and get the president's attention. The California-based firm purchased $2 million worth of Trump coin, which is priced like a little bit past my means. But there's a lot of fluff around this whole dinner. A lot of, obviously, attention is drawn to it, and a lot of speculation. Lawmakers condemned a 150 million crypto-linked fundraiser accusing President Trump of selling access through anonymous meme coin purchases. Senators raised concern over foreign participation in national security risks associated with the event. The biggest concern that seems to be sparking all the outrage is the presence of Justin Sun, who on numerous occasions has been identified by articles as a Chinese-born national. And I think that's what grinds them the most. That China, supposed to be the villain, right? Because Russia is no longer a villain. China's supposed to be the villainized country, the nation that brings fearful Americans together, is now apparently attending the Trump dinner, which is a big no-no. How can you have, a villain attending a dinner of the president that's supposed to be villainizing that nation? The event ties into broader debates over stablecoin legislation and whether current ethics rules apply to sitting presidents. A group of Democratic lawmakers and ethics watchdogs held a press conference Thursday to denounce what they describe as a scheme by President Donald Trump to sell influence through cryptocurrency, specifically his Trump meme coin. Isn't that what lawmakers make? They've been doing this for years through lobbying and selling their services to the highest bidders. I mean, it's preposterous. So these guys lost the race. And of course, now it's just a matter of, running their mouths off. And it's this whole same spectacle, man. These clowns do the same circus over and over again. Trump accused of selling access through crypto ties. Of course he is. Of course he is. And that's the way to do it.
Stand strong. We have an opportunity to actually shut down this particular vector of corruption that the president has invented.
Need to call their elected officials. I will note from Bloomberg, the top Trump crypto buyers buying for dinner seats are likely foreign, data shows.
Yeah.
One of the other biggest criticisms of that dinner is that nearly half of Trump's crypto sweepstakes winners lost money. Meme coin buyers may have gotten dinner with president, but they lost millions, Guardian analysis reveals. But the favor that this dinner will garner them will probably make it worth it, and they'll probably make twice as much or 3 times as much in the end. So last month, Trump announced that the 220 crypto wallets with the largest holdings of the Trump token between April 23rd and May 12th would win a ticket to a private dinner at the Trump National Golf Club. The top 25 holders would also be invited to a private VIP reception with the president beforehand. And so that caused the coin to spike 50%. So right then and there, people were making a profit. Apparently, of the 220 winners, 95, some 43% have suffered a net loss from purchasing Trump since the coin's January launch of combined 8.95 million, according to a trading history in portfolios as of May 21st. Contestant under the name G Ant appears to have endured the biggest losses despite placing fourth on the leaderboard. Buying the tokens has led to a 1.6 million shortfall. Finally, user Meow is down 621,000 despite achieving VIP status. This aligns with a broader trend. It's believed that 769,000 wallets, mostly belonging to smallholders, have lost money on Trump, according to data from the cryptocurrency and blockchain analysis from Chainalysis. Meanwhile, just 58 wallets have made more than 10 million each on their purchases of the coin per Chainalysis. The cryptocurrency is trading 68% below its all-time high when it peaked. We know, but also the people investing in meme coins are aware of the pitfalls, and yes, people lose money all the time. Million here, million there. What is that in crypto terms? Here's an official message from Justin Sun. Honored to support POTUS and grateful for the invitation from Get Trump Memes to attend President Trump's gala dinner as his top fan. As the top holder of Trump, I'm excited to connect with everyone, talk crypto, and discuss the future of our industry. So that's the message from Justin Sun. The thorn in everybody's back, the Chinese-born national attending a dinner with the US president. Fortune Crypto, Trump's big crypto dinner this Thursday, will host 220 guests, including a Chinese billionaire, while a US senator plans to join a protest outside. It's a constant clown show. This is all nice and good. I think what's more interesting is the information that's going to come out after the dinner. I'm sure that there's going to be driblets and leaks, and there's going to be a lot more information coming out after the dinner. I would love to hear what information we'll be able to gather after this whole fiasco. And of course, we know that the Trump family and Trump himself are making millions on all of this, and that's how it goes. You know, usually when you're in the limelight, you can sell anything. I mean, the amount of crap that famous YouTubers or celebrities are selling and people just buy them up left and right is ridiculous. Just simply by the virtue of being famous, to some extent, you can sell people the stupidest shit. Look at the Liver King. I mean, you know, people point fingers at him, and yes, he was a lifelong scammer, but I mean, people were buying the crap that he was selling. He was selling tongues and bull balls, and people were lining up to buy that based on what he said. Nobody stopped and thought, hey, why would I want to eat bull's balls? People just did it because he said they should. So yes, partially to blame are the people who are promoting these scams, the celebrities themselves, because they use their fame and glory to sell crap to people. But also you have to point fingers at the sheeple who will do anything that any person with any amount of credibility or any amount of fame will tell them to do. And so with that, let's move back to crypto. Bitcoin options open interest spiked to record high as trades target $116,000. The market cap right now stands at, let's refresh the page quickly, but it is at $3.6 trillion, 3621. Bitcoin is at 110. It was 111. I think it peaked at 100. I'll show you the chart in just a second. It's got a very interesting look. So $110,000 right now on Bitcoin, 2,600 on Ethereum. The difference here is massive. Do you remember when Bitcoin and Ethereum were a lot closer together? And everything else is kind of waiting, I think, for Bitcoin to take a breather. But by looking at the chart, what's interesting is, if you notice, Bitcoin, I haven't touched it since yesterday. Bitcoin literally just tapped the upper portion of the ascending parallel channel and retraced from there. So it like literally just tapped there at $112,000 and then retraced back. And so right now it looks like we may be hovering above the all-time high. The candle, it hasn't closed yet. We still have 2 hours, but it looks like the candle will close above the new all-time high of $109,000 and remain between the top line of the parallel moving channel and the all-time high. And of course, on the Fibonacci retracement, Bitcoin's also closed above the top line for the retracement, the Fibonacci retracement that I drew over here from the all-time high. So that's a couple of good support lines, Fibonacci, I guess, and the all-time high being the main one. And of course, the upward moving channel here is also a good one. So, but that's where we're at right now. And Bitcoin did pan out, funny enough, right along where I drew the lines of possible increase here. Bitcoin rally remains robust as one Bitcoin metric reaches historic all-time highs, according to Glassnode. Glassnode says that Bitcoin's realized cap, which records the price at which each coin was last moved and aims to gauge how many holders are in profit or at a loss is hitting a new all-time high. Strength in the digital asset market remains robust, with Bitcoin continuing to consolidate just beneath its all-time high of $109,000. The elevation in price has raised the profitability of the vast majority of market investors, with many seizing the opportunity to lock in profits. As a result, capital inflows have increased markedly, pushing the realized cap above $900 billion for the first time, a historic milestone that underscores the depth of liquidity in the market. Glassnode also says that short-term holders, those entities that have held their coins for less than 155 days, have sold at massive profits in the last month, while Bitcoin is absorbing the selling pressure. For the short-term holders, the improvement in their portfolio values has directly translated into a notable increase in spending activity, with the cohort realizing over $11.4 billion in profit across the last month. Profitability is up across the board, boosting confidence, supporting the rally. Let's see how far Bitcoin will go. Is it time to start securing some profit? Some people certainly are. We could see Bitcoin go to 120,000, and I think this would definitely be a spot at which I would begin to take profits and quite possibly sell my entire portfolio, my entire Bitcoin holding. But I guess we'll see how the rally continues. And Kraken to launch a 24/7 trading for tokenized US stocks via Solana. So Solana might see another pump coming up sometime soon once this goes live. Kraken is preparing to roll out a new product that will allow users to select countries outside the US to trade tokenized versions of major American stocks and ETFs 24/7. So this should be interesting. According to the May 22 announcement, the offering will include names such as Apple, Tesla, and Nvidia, with plans to expand the selection over time. The product, dubbed X Stock, is built in partnership with Bakkt and will tokenize popular US listed assets as SPL tokens on the Solana network. Unlike conventional equity markets, X stocks will be tradable 24/7 through Kraken's platform and compatible Solana wallets. The structure also allows the tokenized assets to be used on-chain, such as for collateral and decentralized applications, use cases not possible through traditional brokerage systems. This should add some massive boost to the overall trading portfolio, to the trading market, stock trading market, but also obviously to Solana. This is certainly interesting. It's good for Solana, but also pretty good for stocks. And the fact that it's going to be made available on crypto wallets is even more interesting, because obviously that it broadens the span of tradability to a larger number of people who may be interested in trading stocks. And French banking giant to launch world's first bank-issued dollar stablecoin on Ethereum. So Ethereum's getting a little bit more exposure on the global scale, more institutional investors getting in on the action, so that hopefully should push Ethereum, give Ethereum another push as well. And in the midst of all of that, do remember to pick up a Descent wallet, because it's the only of its kind. It's the only biometric wallet that has a nice display screen, a top security, and stores Bitcoin and over 3,000 other cryptocurrencies. Also, the only wallet on which you can get a $30 discount if you purchase it right now with the CryptoFather ref code below the video. If you buy 2 of them, you get a $99 discount. Sweet deal. Get these wallets. Check out my review videos. I've got one individually on this wallet specifically, and then another video of the 3-in-1 wallets on the mobile version of it. So check those videos out. Have a look at the wallet itself. Pick it up right now. Store your crypto on the wallet. Don't store your crypto in exchanges. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. You never know what could happen. Exchanges get hacked, things get stolen, funds get lost, and you could lose all of your stash. And you don't want to do that right now in the bull run when Bitcoin and crypto are about to go parabolic. Make sure to hit the like on this button. Make sure to hit the like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on Monday. Frick, it's Friday already. Remember, peeps, we're another week older. CryptoFather out.